So what do I look? I'll make a finger like a gun. What do I always say? Right? They'll come up with other ways to target me, and they do this from time to time too. You know, not every time, right? And again, and I'm gonna prove to you how ridiculous and silly they are. Right? The stupidity is beyond anything I've seen when it comes to the minds of the religious believers. Okay, you see, I know what I'm talking about. So I get on the bus. I sat down. This older woman got on the bus after me, and she sat down next beside me. Okay, the bus went a couple of stops. So on the next stop, then not the next stop, but the stop after that, she turns to me and she goes, "Excuse me." And I think she wanted to ask me a question. I have my music playing. I'm thinking she wanted to ask me a question, right? So I'm like, "Excuse me," because I could barely hear her. She like, "I like to ask you to give me a donation so I can get something to eat." Yeah. I'm like, I look at the lady. I didn't even answer her because I know what they are doing. Again, in sending older people or sending homeless people to ask me for money. And when I don't give them the money, which I normally don't do, okay? If I see somebody I might want to give money to, I give it to them. But when they come to me like that and they ignore everybody else, I know that they're specifically sending them to target me, right? And again, you know, religious believers, you know, where you gotta, you gotta you gotta give something to get something back. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know, you give it your heart. Okay? Whether you get something back or not, it shouldn't concern you. If you do it, that's good. If you don't, you didn't do it for that. Right? So at the next stop, they had a young Indian girl, a Pakistani girl, walk on the bus. You know, with her phone looking at me and doing the middle finger. I hear the New York Predator Department. Oh yeah, see? No, the New York Fecal Department. There you go. Yeah, the New York Fecal Department. There you go. Right? So like I said, I know exactly what it is that they do. And again, see, here's the thing: poor people, particularly black people, we're so damn stupid and silly, right? The wealthy don't give nothing to the underprivileged, right? But you're not concerned with the wealthy, are you? But you're concerned with a poor black man not giving you money when the wealthy are hogging all the wealth. They're stealing from you and I, and you don't go ask them for money, do you? Right? But because a man who is in because a man who's in the same position as you are don't give you money, you want to curse him. You understand? That's the mindset of black people. That's black people, but Negropean people, because they're so religious. You know, and they always, the pastor always said, well, you got to give something to get something back. You give it with your heart. You don't give it to get something back. That's the mindset that we have because of these pastors. Okay? So they always give something, expecting something in return. This is why our women today have the mindset that they have today. Okay? And like I said, that you got to hold the church responsible of the bullshit doctrine that they're preaching. And a lot of them know the truth and don't want to tell the truth to the people in their congregation. Because for the fear that the people will walk out and go somewhere else. You got to give the people the truth regardless of what. If you know the truth, you give them the truth. You don't continue to lie to them because you want to gain money, because you want to get more money. Because they're not doing nothing for the community that give them any type of money. I want you to understand the mindset. Poor people give our money to these churches and they don't do shit with the damn money except spend it on themselves. They don't buy housing. They don't help create businesses like they used to in the 30s and 40s and 50s. Now they just take from us. So if a poor person don't want to give to a homeless or anything, they shouldn't. Let them go to the wealthy people and ask them for money. But we're conditioned to take from each other because we're poor. But we don't take from the rich take from us. Okay? So yeah, don't come with that bullshit. Don't come with that bullshit. Don't come with that bullshit. Alright? I'm gonna counter everything y'all do with the truth and with the reality. Okay? go to Fifth Avenue. Go down to Wall Street with the wealthy bankers. Ask them for money. Okay? And when they don't give you money, then act like you're gonna curse them or what have you, or whatever the hell y'all do. Okay? Or act against them. Come on now. If you want to act against a person that y'all want to target and try to destroy my life, and I'm supposed to do what? And I say today, like LJM 1372. Right? Come on now. The stupidity is beyond words at times, man. The stupidity is beyond words at times. You know what I'm saying? and this is what they do. This is what they do, because if I don't give, like they don't give, listen, I see homeless people walking around here asking for money. They don't give them money. Right? These people are funny. These people are funny. I think what they'll do too, they're like, oh, we're gonna block you from getting your disability because you didn't give to this older woman, or you don't give to this homeless person. Man, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I say it every time. Fuck all of y'all. Okay? Those who conspire to do this and think to do this to me, whether you're young, old, or what have you, gay, straight, yellow, black, I don't give a shit. Fuck y'all. Okay? Because I would never do this to y'all. They would never come to me and say, hey, help me do this to another person. You know what I would do? I would go to that person and tell them to let them sue their ass, particularly if it's the police department or the CIA or the FBI, regardless of the threat. Okay, I would have to become a TI for helping to protect other person that they do that with. So there you go. That's the difference. We different. We two different type of people. All right, y'all are followers, believers, and I'm a thinker. All right. I was also a doer. Okay? I'm still a doer. Okay? In the New York Parenting Department, I say I'm a doer. Because again, anything to try to take away your confidence and your ability to be confident, your ability to try to do things to benefit yourself and the benefit of others. That's what they don't want. They want individualized mindset, individualized belief, right? And therefore what? Everybody stick to their own self. This is how they, this cognitive warfare, what it does to black people. This is why black people cannot unite. Right? Because we live in la-la land. That's what we're living in. We're living in la-la land, make believe. Let's pray this, pray that. Prayer don't do shit. You go read the Gnostic Bible, Jesus tell you, why do the things that you hate in the Gnostic Bible, right? They know prayer don't work, and when something good happens, they get lucky. They're like, "Oh my goodness, prayer work, God." No, you're just fortunate. That's all. It's part of life. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But for black people, for Nigerians, the worst things happen to them most of the time. This is where religion comes in, to pacify their mind. To say, well, I guess it wasn't meant for me because God told me that it wasn't meant for me. No, God didn't tell you shit. Okay? If we had more human beings that are good instead of righteous, instead of, believers, but are good. Good, okay? Good. I'll take goodness over righteousness any day. Right? Look, there's another vehicle over there. NHL 4332. Okay? No, 4322. So, again, they're bombarding with the number 32. Yeah, but it's okay. Okay, I just like to expose it. Look, she turn. As soon as you start the vehicle right, as soon as you start driving up. I tell you, like I said, it's orchestrated that they know it. Right? So like I said, the older woman that they put on the bus to ask me a question, again, she don't ask anybody else, no other else, the other men on the train, on the bus, nobody else, only me. Yeah, why? Because they've done it many times. So I just ignore her. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so I was reading about the incident that happened on the train with the NYPD, right? Like I said, these cops, these predator cops, they don't think. And what happens when you have a police force that don't think? They just act on their aggressive impulse that they've been conditioned into, right? And their racism that they exhibit every single day. It's always a recipe for disaster, right? And this man who they shot and arrested, he has a lawsuit on them that is, first of all, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, he is allowed to carry a pocket knife. Okay, you're allowed to, right? And it's a pocket knife. It's a folding pocket knife, which is perfectly legal in New York City, right? As long as the blade is, at most pocket knives, the blade is not more than 4 inches. Okay, so when they said a folding pocket knife, I was like, yeah, he has a right to carry a pocket folding, right? And the fact that when he got on the train, that the NYPD didn't clear off the train, didn't tell the people to get off the train, right? Then he came out of the train, went up the platform, right? Stand up in front of another train, and they shot him. And then they, he posed no threat to nobody, except for the fact that, he got in the train station without paying. Okay? But this is what happened when, like I said, when you hire young people out of high school, right? No further education, right? There's always a disaster going to happen, right? So on top of that, they fired over a dozen shots into a train for a man with a pocket knife. And it was more than one police officer. For a man with a damn pocket knife. Right? So who's the cowards? Who's the cowards? On top of that, they end up hitting one of their own. Right? And they shot an innocent bystander in the head. And now his family is suing them for $80 million. I wouldn't sue for $80 million. I'll sue for $200 million. That's what I'll sue. Okay? Because the time they go to back and forth, this man going to need to care for the rest of his life. Okay? So we're talking about maybe upwards of $1 million a year. Okay? So, I mean, come on. This shit is so ridiculous, it's unbelievable. All right, these are the people who they hire on the police force. They can't damn shoot straight, that are afraid of a man with a pocket knife, which is totally legal. Like I said, that man has a lawsuit for them, and those charges against him should be dropped. Because the only thing that he did wrong was enter the train station without pay. That's the only thing he did wrong. And if you have a good lawyer, yeah, sue their asses. Ridiculous. But like I said, I show you guys all the time in my videos. You see the nonsense and the ridiculousness, the stupidity, the dumbness of some of these people. Actually, most of these people. Anyhow, talk to you guys in a minute.